Hi gang, CaptDeadmeat here, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse. It is a wet and windy Sunday afternoon, so what better time than to sit back and play some computer games. Hope you guys are good. Don't forget, if you've been enjoying the series, why not hit that like button? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And without further ado, let's get stuck into another episode of Broken Sword 5. Okay, what were we doing? Let's talk to the old man.
Are you all right, Senor Marquez?
I am fine. Just winded, that's all.
Any idea what Nico might have found?
Parts of this house have been sealed off for a long time. You
For
go.
a long time.
I will stay here.
You know, what we found in the chapel could be very useful.
Indeed, we were destined to find that place.
Can you tell me any more about this trail of the Bonzon?
It was the secret route taken by my ancestors across the Pyrenees. The route that brought
My
the
guess is-
tabula to Catalonia.
That is where we are going. Und ja. Alright.
Have you brought the painting?
Hey, Nico.
No.
I get to take the painting.
What are you doing,
Excuse me for a
La
minute.
Maledizio?
Nico found something and asked me to bring the painting. I promised to take care of it.
Eva, go with him. Make sure the painting comes to no harm.
I should stay with you, Papa.
Don't worry about me. La Maledizio is more important.
Is more important.
Have you brought the painting?
Yes.
Sure, why do you want it?
Because I found out
Yeah.
what Genon was up to.
The Gainan who tried to buy the painting from Madovsky?
No, Genon who led the fascists here during the Civil War. Genon
There are
who
lots of
then
Gaenons?
spent months here searching for something. And who vanished one day, leaving that trunk full of goodies over there.
You think he's connected to the Gainan who wrote the letter to Madovsky?
It seems likely that they were related.
Maybe.
What? Yeah.
So, what's the plan
Maybe.
you've uncovered?
Take a look at this.
What am I looking at?
It's Genon's map. He was searching for something.
Searching for what exactly?
The Tabula Veritatis, I guess.
You think he found it?
I doubt it. If he had, then people wouldn't still be chasing after the painting.
So why did you want me to bring it?
See this scribble in the sea?
It's the same shape as the circles around the Ouroboros.
Yes. Genon thought that pattern in the painting had something to do with a map of Catalonia.
So, I guess we try to finish what Gainan started. I'd put money on those circles around the Ouroboros being places in Catalonia.
But which places?
Maybe the painting can give us some more clues.
Where's the painting? There.
That wouldn't make
the
any
map.
sense.
Why? Okay.
The map had to be the key.
Solve the clues hidden in the mountain. For 4 key locations. To mark 4 locations, pick up the pin and place them on the map. You'll know when you correctly identify
The
the
mountain
locations.
range of
Continue.
Montserrat.
Oh, hang on. There was the... on the shields. Okay. One on... Where is it?
This was one of the locations highlighted on the fresco.
And this was the starting point of the journey of the Bonon, the good man, the Cathars, right?
Nice. Right, alright, another pin. The other was... Olina? No.
The municipality
Berga.
of Berga. I couldn't be sure that it was the right place.
Pretty sure it is. And the last one was Santa Roma, I think. Santa Roma?
The village of San Ramon.
Saint-Ramon. Ramon told me he was named after a Saint Ramon.
There's also a saint on the painting.
Let me guess, he has a hefty padlock through his lips?
2 locations down. If the vignettes on the painting were anything to go by, I needed to find 2 more.
Okay.
I wasn't sure that I had all the information I needed to pinpoint the important locations.
Alright, let's go back to the cloister.
The scroll below the shield read Lorette de Mar. The scroll under the shield read Roses. The scroll beneath the shield read Bascara. The coat of arms was exactly the same as the one depicted on the fresco. It read Berga.
Right, so that was that one.
The scroll under the shield read Olot. The scroll beneath the shield read Figueres. The scroll below the shield read Tremp.
Sure.
The scroll under the shield read El Pont de Suert. The scroll beneath the shield read Puigcerdà. The scroll below the shield read Girona.
Okay. Let's look in the trunk and see if there's anything in there that can help us. Alright, what have we got? Boots, oilcloth, hats.
I
Start with
lifted the hat out of the chest.
Okay. I can't actually... Can I look at the hat?
It was a well-worn hat.
That's all? Okay.
There was something
What's this, the
tucked
shirt?
beneath the shirt.
Oh, there we go.
I picked up the folded note. It was a telegram.
Cool. Inventory. Telegram. Cancel. Inventory. Oh, sorry, examine. The telegram has been coded with correct code highlight letters. So the correct words start to form. Simple select the letter again. Continue. Okay. Sure. Q. What if it's an and? Let's try. Oh, cool. So that would be... G would be an N. Nice. Makes L a D. Maybe the. Yes. H. E. On. Where's O? There we go. Yeah. Oh, hang on, that can't be because N's are G's. Of. Yeah. In. No, that can't be. If the. Yeah, let's try that. If the. Dot. That doesn't make a word. DTOP. DTOP. DT. What's this? Hang on. I got you. Telegrams at the end of a sentence had the word stop to indicate that it was a full stop. So this should be an... Right, that should be an S. ST, right. And that'll be a P. Yeah, stop. The... The... Okay, this doesn't make a word. Neither does this. So that's not a... Alright, that has to be an S. 3-letter word ending with S. Was. There we go. Was. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. P. What is this one here? Professor? No. Sheep. The TAB was a tablet. Oh, hang on. TAB. Tabula. How do you spell it? Veritas. Well, that'll be an R. Veritas? Atis. No, ITATIS. Yeah. Haha! The tabula veritas was... Smuggled. 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 Smuggled out of. So that's an F. Monsiga? Is that a word? Monsiga. Alright, let's just put an N in there at the moment, just in case. To... Catalonia. Catalonia. There we go. By a group of... Yep, alright, cool. By a group of Catha survivors. Stop. I have confirmed this from confessions extracted. By the Dominican Inquisitor. Okay. Q.
I deciphered the telegram.
Ah!
The Tabula Veritatis was smuggled out of Montsegur to Catalonia by a group of Cathar survivors. I have confirmed this from confessions extracted by the Dominican Inquisitor Emmerich of Girona. It was signed Wolfram.
Cool. Alright, so that means we should have more places to put
I
pins
put
in.
everything back in the chest. Time to take another look at the map. 4 clues, 4 locations. I just needed to pinpoint the location they referred to.
Alright, so we need a pin in Barcelona.
The Dominican monk
Girona?
Emmerich was from Girona, the dog-headed priest on the painting. I'd found 3 locations. Now I had to track down the last one.
Yeah, the last one is Berga.
So, the coat of arms on the fresco pointed us towards Berga.
Then it must be important.
I could see a pattern emerging.
Ha
The
ha!
locations had formed an odd cross shape, similar to the layout of the orbs depicted on the painting. This is the center point of the cross, so the tabula must be here. Montserrat. It
Nice
has to be
one.
Montserrat. The question is, what's Montserrat?
It's a monastery in the mountains, quite a tourist spot. But there's something else. I think it used to be a Gnostic refuge, hundreds of years ago.
Bravo, my friend.
Oh god. Dun dun dun!
Dovsky?
A well-dressed bad man.
No, Langham.
No, it's Genan, isn't it?
Very good, Miss Collard.
So, what happened to the real Langham?
He went for a
I
long
killed him.
swim in the Seine. Now, I was expecting to have to rip this place apart and retrace my grandfather's steps, but I do believe you have saved me quite a lot of work. The tabula is at Montserrat. Who would have thought it? The old man will be coming with me.
No, please, take me instead. He doesn't know anything.
And you do? I think not.
But he is old.
Eva, hold your peace, child.
You can't do this.
Oh, but I can. I will. Man is weak, servile, controlled. He must be freed, freed from all constraints, free to fulfill his desires.
And you plan to raise the devil to achieve that?
Not the devil.
This man's a madman!
Lucifer. Now, if you don't mind, we have a long journey ahead of us.
That was bloody close.
Come on. They can rot in there.
We have to get out of here now. I assume that lunatic is as dangerous as he looks.
I'm afraid so, Eva. I think he's killed before.
You know, Nico, we were chasing Medovsky, but all along, we were really up against Gainon's grandson.
We have been tricked. Alright, we're gonna have to get out of here. That's probably locked.
The door was locked.
Window?
The window looked out onto a small courtyard. It had a grille of solid iron bars.
Okay, so we're not getting out that way. Secret
The
bookcase.
books were covered in cobwebs. They hadn't been touched for
Okay.
a long time. A
Tapestry.
moth-eaten tapestry hung on the wall.
What if there's like a secret in the chair?
I had to
the
figure a way out of
table.
the room so we could catch up with Langham. I didn't have time to look at the map again.
Okay. Oh,
Look.
bullet hole?
Daylight.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's a false door, Nico.
So that's why Marquez's father tried to escape through here. He didn't have time to open the false door.
Cool. How do I open the false door? Just open it, I suppose. Open sesame. Please let me out. Put your shoulder into it.
Ah!
Hey!
Great work, George. Come on, Eva, let's go.
We need to rescue your father and stop Langham before he gets the tabula. Eva, I think you better stay here.
Are you kidding? You'll need me, especially if there's a fight.
Eva, it'll be very dangerous.
Signora, you do not understand. It is my duty.
Okay. We'd better check up on Ramon first.
Sure. Then we will go and kick some ass.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
Yeah! Several hours later.
Montserrat was way up in the
Oh,
mountains,
wow.
a major tourist destination. But we went there as tourists. We had an old man to rescue and an ancient tablet to find. And standing in our way was a cold-blooded killer.
That's beautiful.
Why would the tabula be hidden up here of all places?
For hundreds of years, the mountain has been kind of a sanctuary. There's an old Benedictine monastery up the hill.
Well, I guess that's where we need to start looking.
Makes sense.
Wow, it's empty. Where is everyone?
This place is normally full of tourists.
I don't like the look of this one bit.
At least it's not monks with guns.
Don't even go there, Nico. Time to bring out the dumb tourist.
It's a role you were born to play, George.
Let's go and talk to the guards.
Howdy. Is this the way up to the monastery?
Yeah, but it's shut. No one allowed in. The monks, they're on strike.
Wow. What happened? Someone make 'em work ungodly hours?
Nah, I don't think that was the problem.
Okay. Alright, so I'm not getting past there. Lamp post. Eva. Stairs to the platform. Let's go down here
We're
and see
moving
what's
away
down
from
here,
the
shall we?
monastery.
Yes, but with those goons in the way, we have to find a different approach.
That makes sense.
Maybe there's some other way around, via the cable car station?
Or at least someone in the can tell us what's going on.
Cable car system? Yeah, let's go in here. Let's go for a ride on a cable car. What could possibly go wrong? Famous last words.
Someone's coming out. Quick, we need to hide. I think it's
We
Lando.
need to hide. Oh shit. Quick, hide. Yes,
Lock
they
everything.
won't see me
Lock
here.
the whole
Not
place
at all.
down, understand? The tabula's got to be up in the monastery. I'm sure of it. Come on. Yes, boss.
Yes, boss.
Close all the routes up to the monastery, and then make the old man talk. Yes, boss. This time, don't be so gentle with him.
Yes, boss.
Did you hear that? They haven't found it yet, but Senor Marquez must be in a bad way.
Yes, boss.
Listen, I have to follow those bastardos. I might be able to slip through on my own.
Sure. We'll see if we can find another way up. You think she'll be okay?
Eva can handle herself.
She probably knows kung fu. Alright, let's go in here.
It was locked. There was a keypad, but I didn't know the code.
Alright. Let's go and have a investigation over here. Hey. Cable car. Telescope. Glint? What's the glint?
Something inside the cable car was glinting. I couldn't make out what it was.
Let's use the telescope.
My God! Nico!
What is it?
This telescope! It's free!
You cheap bastard. Oh. Okay. What am I looking for? Oh, okay. I see the controls are just
There were a
weird.
couple of people stuck in the cable car. They looked kind of familiar. Then I realized it was my old friends Dwayne and Pearl Henderson. The Hendersons had an uncanny way of showing up wherever I went.
Well, clearly they're people from previous games, although I haven't played the previous games, so I don't actually know these people. What else can we look at? Station?
It was the other station for the cable cars.
Anything else? Just lots of rocks. Oh, is that a face?
Wait, what's that? That rock looks familiar. Nico, take a look at this and tell me what you see.
You're right. That rock looks like a head.
I've seen that shape before. Take a look at this.
In the
The
painting.
face in the Ouroboros, it's exactly the same shape as that rock.
That can't be a coincidence.
And you know what? Langham's got the forged picture, the one without the face.
So the rock won't have meant anything to him.
Nico,
Which is
I
why
don't
he can't
think the
see it.
tabula's up at the monastery. I think it's down there somewhere, around that rock.
Interesting. Alright, inventory. Well, I'm going to use the side mirror with the glint. See if I can signal them.
I signaled back to Pearl. I couldn't make out if there was any response.
We better use the telescope.
Pearl seemed to be writing something on the window.
Writing help.
It said, "Help, stuck. Door code 0797."
9-2.
I wonder how
9-7,
Pearl came
sorry.
to know that.
Alright, so we can go and...
Come on, Nico. Pearl's giving me the code to the door.
What? Pearl? Who? How?
Trust me, Nico. I've got friends in low-hanging places.
And he's not talking about his testicles. Cool.
Huh. There's no one here.
Looks like everything has been shut down.
Someone made a yell for us. Levers, console. Let's not touch anything yet until we know what we're doing. Levers, console. Suspension cable. Cupboard, timetable. Cogs and gears and doors. Alright. What's in the cupboard?
There was no lock, but the door wouldn't open.
Go away!
Hello?
Oh, someone in there.
Josh? There's someone in there.
Are you all right in there?
Just go away!
Wait, please. We mean you no harm. Please, come out.
I'm staying
Yeah.
right here until I know it's safe.
It's safe.
Wait, please. We mean you no harm. Please, come out.
I'm staying right here until I know it's safe.
Lunchbox.
A metal lunchbox. Someone sure wanted to keep their cheese safe. Whoa. Did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
How about that, Nico? A talking lunchbox. Huh. What will they think of next? I better take it with me.
Why do we have a talking lunchbox? Levers. Let's go and have a play with levers. What could go wrong?
The control
Fall to their
panel looked
doom.
complicated. It wasn't powered up, and the smell of burnt electrical components hung ominously in the air. The cogs turned, but the rest of the mechanism didn't seem to be engaging.
Okay.
The control panel looked complicated. It wasn't powered up.
Alright, so I can't use that.
The wheels were
Wheels.
part of the
Let's have a
cable
look at the
car
wheels.
mechanism. The cables were suspended in a huge contraption that ran the cable cars up and down.
Maybe from the timetable we can find out the name of the person in the room.
The cable cars were scheduled to run all day.
No.
How do we persuade her to come out?
We need to make friends with her.
How do I become friends with her? Maybe we can do something with a lunchbox.
That was never going to happen.
Okay. Lunchbox. What else can I interact with? The cogs? Alright, sure. I'm not entirely sure what that's going to do. I might break it open.
The box was now wedged in the cogs, or rather, the giant can opener.
Pull the lever. Let's pop open this lunchbox, baby. Get something to eat. Yum yum. Yay!
That's quite a mess you've made there, George.
What's in
You
the
know
lunchbox?
what they say about making omelets, Nico?
You can't make them without strawberry jam?
What? Who the hell has strawberry jam on an omelette? Seriously, is that a thing? If you've ever had strawberry jam on an omelette, please let me know in the comments below. I must admit, I'm kind of intrigued now. But it kind of sounds really disgusting. Hang on,
Strawberry
there's
jam
actually
was smeared all over the machinery.
Okay.
Just as I thought, it's a two-way radio.
Hey.
Dwayne, this
Yes,
is George.
yes, I can.
George Stobbart.
Holy cow, George, just the fella I need. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, Dwayne. And don't you worry, I'll have you out of there in a minute.
You reckon you can get the cable car running again?
No, the console isn't working properly. I've got no idea why not.
George, this is Pearl. Get Kat to help you. She knows everything about that place.
Cat? Is she the girl in the closet?
Ah, nice.
Has she locked herself in? Oh, dear. Let me talk to her, darling.
Awesome. Alright, okay, so. Inventory, radio, with
Cat?
cupboard.
I found you a friendly voice.
How do you know my name? Pearl? How did you get here? That's not possible.
Darling, it really is me. But I'm talking on the radio. George here is a very decent guy, and you should open the door.
I'm not going to fall for that. Prove it's you.
All right. Remember we discovered we both love musicals?
Yeah? And my favorite one is?
How does it go now? Till now. I am the very model of a modern major general.
Of information, vegetable, animal, and mineral.
The mineral.
I know the kings of England and I quote the vice's story.
From Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. I'm very good in integral and differential calculus.
I know the scientific names of beings and of
In short, it matters vegetable, animal, and mineral.
I am the
Did
very
Daisy.
model of a modern major general.
Major General. That was actually really cool. I like that. That was cute.
All right, only Pearl would know that, and I trust her. Who are you?
I'm George, and this is Nico. How did you end up in a closet?
There were some guys with guns. They took over the whole station. I hid in here.
We're trying to avoid them too.
I was quite surprised, you know. They never mentioned guns at the job interview.
Really? We need to use the cable car. Can you operate it?
Yeah, if the console was working, but they sabotaged it.
And there's no way to get it started?
There might be. Let me see. See that burned out fuse down there?
Yep.
In the back by the prongs?
Yeah. The idiots stuck a spanner in there and blew the fuse. They wanted to make sure no one could use the cable cars. Connect those two prongs somehow, and the console should restart.
How on earth are we going to reach that?
I don't know. But don't stick your arm in there. You'll get fried.
Okay. Alright, so they're the prongs that I've got to attach something to. Wires. Front.
I needed to avoid touching anything that could give me a shock. I needed to avoid touching anything that could give me a shock.
I'm pretty much going to get that same over and over.
It was the only area that was safe for me to touch. Anywhere else would have given me one hell of a shock.
Okay. Alright, so I've got to figure out how to put something in there. Like a paper clip. But there's strawberry jam for some reason. Let's go and investigate that. Yeah, jam. Somehow I feel like that's important.
Strawberry jam was smeared all over the machinery.
Can we put some on a biscuit? Paperclip. Jam.
Well, I'd done stranger things in my life. The paperclip was now all sticky.
Yes. So I can stick to things. We stick it to the cockroach. Somehow we get the cockroach to go down there. Cockroach, combine that and that.
I stuck the paperclip to Trevor's back. I bet he could work in an office now.
Right. Go to the hatch. Then
Trevor could help, but I couldn't just throw him in there. I set him down at the edge where it was safe.
Alright, so I need him to get down there. If I throw the biscuit down there. Here we go.
Go, Trevor, go!
Here we go. And then off goes Trev. Poor Trev.
Poor Trevor looked like he did.
But we reboot the system.
But the console was working.
Yeah, nice one.
The console. It's working.
Cool. I can send you down there if you want. Let me just bring the cable car up here.
Pearl and Dwayne are going to be mighty relieved.
Oh, they must have been going down in the other cable car.
Come on, Nico. There's no time to lose. As we got closer to the face in the rock, I knew for sure that we were on the right track. It was definitely the same as the face in the painting, but with one difference. The symbol of the tabula was missing from the rock formation. Well, here we are.
Nice one.
But no way to reach the face.
There's a gate there.
Let's have a look around. There must be a way up.
So that's the dude's face.
There had to be a way to get to that rock face.
Yeah, my guess is chapel door, another door.
George,
Let's go and look
the
in the
chapel
chapel
looks
door.
like it's been built right into the rock.
You're right. We should take a look inside.
I wonder, how old do you think the chapel is?
I'm guessing the exterior's a couple of 100 years old, but the inside, who knows? Some parts could be much older.
You think somehow this chapel might be connected to the face in the rock?
At a guess, I would say so. Hey, look,
What
it's
the-
Pearl and Dwayne.
Ah.
Come on, honey bun. Things ain't that bad.
You just don't understand. Today's been a disaster.
But
The monastery was closed. We got stuck in the cable car.
Hey,
And
look,
now
car.
this place is a building site.
aw, sweetie pie.
This was supposed to be the spiritual highlight of our trip, Dwayne. But the only spirit I see is that rotten turpentine over there.
Aw.
Clearly, the Hendersons weren't having a great vacation.
Let's go and have a chat with them. Talk to Dwayne.
Great to see you again, Mr. Henderson.
Great to see you too, George. Great work back there with the cable car.
Is Pearl okay?
I wish. I'm afraid we're having one of those days where everything goes wrong.
Oh, poor
Tell me
Pearl.
about it. What have you been up to since we last met in Quaramonte?
Well, there was that little sideshow in Rome, but we can't talk about that. You know why, George.
I do? I do.
Why?
Top secret.
Need to know, Nico.
Can't talk about it.
Dwayne is, snoozer.
Don't you mean a sleeper?
No way, honey. A snoozer's at least 2 pay grades up from a sleeper. So I hear. Anyway, I don't believe I've had the pleasure, Miss,
Nicole Collar. Call me Nico.
Well, how's about that? So this is the beautiful Nico. No wonder you've been hiding her away from me, Georgie boy.
Gosh, no,
It's lovely to finally meet you too, Mr. Henderson. George has told me so much about you.
Oh, call me Dwayne, my dear. And let me assure you of one thing. Everything you've heard is quite possibly true.
Dwayne was loud, large, and short-sighted, but boy was he a charmer. Is there anything we can do for Pearl?
I sure as hell hope so, George. She's been planning and researching this trip for years, our little pilgrimage. And Santa Cova Chapel here was the cherry on the cake. Not a thing she don't know about this place. Madonna, blah, blah, blah. Chapel built in, yada, yada, yada. She's Santa Cova's very own walking encyclopedia. Well, weeping encyclopedia, I should say.
Alright, so we're going to have to find a way to cheer her up.
So what brings you to Santa Cova?
Pearl's idea from the get-go. Ever since the unfortunate car accident back home, she's been scouring those pilgrimage brochures. Gotta be full of wonder and life-changing imagery. Got to have penance potential. Got to offer a real spiritual experience.
Well, I'm sure this place will be very spiritual once it's finished.
If the chapel is not what she expected, how about the monastery?
Hot dog, no. That place is for tourists, not pilgrims.
You said she expected a spiritual experience?
No, that's what the brochure promised. Pilgrimages, little monk fellas, singing, shafts of light, the whole shebang.
Smells,
The whole
bells,
shebang.
and heavenly lights.
Yeah, that's what the lady wanted. Oh, excuse me. Pearl needs me. There, dear.
Pearl could be a mine of information about the chapel if we could just cheer her up.
I can do that. See, I'm going to go and make some potpourri with some wood shavings. I'm going to take some wood shavings.
My mother always said cleanliness is next to godliness.
That's not what I'm here for. I'm going to combine those with the flowers. Oh. No, wood shavings with the flowers. Might help if I get it right the first
Potpourri,
time.
handmade, Grandma's favorite.
Then I'm going to potpourri with... No. Potpourri with the...
I sprayed Brett
Perfume.
onto my experimental potpourri. One sniff would kill a man for sure.
Okay. What's we got here? Alright, the mug.
An empty, coffee-stained mug had been left by the altar.
Then I take the Super Potpourri Builder's Mug.
I put the supercharged potpourri in the mug.
And then matches.
I lit the scented shavings. A sweet aroma started to fill the room.
There we go. Where's the man's toolbox? There we go. Let's have a look at the toolbox. Turpentine. And then we take the turpentine. Paint tin.
I poured the turpentine into the paint can.
Oil drum.
The hammer produced a promising sound. F sharp.
What are you up to?
Look, I made a Churchenspiel.
G. B, if I wasn't mistaken. A. G. I had it. It was the tune Dwayne was humming.
George, that's Ave Maria. Let me have a go.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wow. You really nailed that, Nico.
Yup.
Nice.
This mop really is pretty special. Leave this to me.
Alright. Let's go and crank this handle. See what this does. Brings that down. Inventory. Safety matches. With the candelabra. Let's light them up.
I lit the candles on the candelabra.
Okay. Let's crank it back up.
It was a beautiful antique fire hazard.
Okay, we've got to attach the side mirror to it, apparently.
I rested the side mirror precariously on the candelabra.
And we're supposed to combine the yarn as well.
I
apparently.
secured the mirror in place with some yarn.
Okay. Now crank it back up.
Now that was something. The light from the candelabra spilled over the Black Madonna like waves of spiritual goodness in candle form.
In candle form. Alright, hopefully that makes Pearl happy.
Pumpkin? Oh my!
What?
The sound of angels, the lights of heaven, the smell of piety, and
Yes?
the Madonna, I do believe. Tears. She's crying, Dwayne! The Madonna's crying.
Either that or she's leaking.
Little Timmy. Wrong side of the road. Not my fault. The broken leg.
She run over little Timmy.
Forgive me, poor Timmy.
Oh, Pearl, my precious. You're such a sensitive soul.
She run over little
Well,
Timmy.
Now that's done. I feel my
Bitch.
soul's floating on air. We can get on with our pilgrimage, Dwayne.
Just another 1,000 clicks to go.
Pearl was back to her usual cheery self.
Let's have a chat with the Pearl.
Mrs. Henderson,
George, dear boy.
how you feeling?
Oh, just fine, thank you. I have just seen a miracle, George. It's all gonna be all right from now.
I'm sure it is, Mrs. Henderson. I'm sure it is. So, Pearl, what have you been up to since we last met?
Well, George, I've
Running
been
over
on
little
a
kids.
journey.
Oh, really? Well, what kind of journey?
A spiritual one. A journey along the road to enlightenment.
Wow. And is that what brought you here?
It is. Though Santa Cova is but one step on that road.
What's so special about Santa Cova?
It's an ancient and very holy place. I've spent the last year researching it, and I can truly say there is nothing I do not know about it.
I don't suppose you
Well,
know
tell me where
anything
the
about
secret
that
lair
rock out
is.
there?
No, only that for 1,000 years, people have claimed to see a face in its shapes.
It's because I have.
What can you tell me about
how
the
about
statue?
I read that the Black Madonna has been here since the 9th century. She's called the Virgin of Montserrat. Some say the original was moved to the cathedral. But Dwayne and I know that's just a bluff, don't we, honey?
We sure do. This one is the real McCoy.
What can you tell me about Santa Cova?
Well, dear, they call it the Chapel of the Holy Grotto. It was built directly into the mountain itself in 1696. It survived the Napoleonic Wars, mudslides, Civil War. But the chapel is still standing today. It's a miracle.
Or a restoration.
What was that, dear?
Yes, a miracle.
Nothing. Yes, miracle. Totally.
Still, keeping busy, Dwayne?
Like the man said, George, that old kaleidoscope keeps getting shaken, and the pieces are ever in flux.
Guess it's your job to pick 'em up, huh?
Well, somebody has to do it, compadre.
I enjoyed talking to Dwayne, but I was rarely any the wiser afterwards. Pearl, does this mean anything to you?
Oh, nothing, dear. Apart from the obvious Gnostic connotations, of course.
What?
You know, the Dominicans. All those Gnostic saints. Doubting Thomas, Judas, and you see the woman in the red cloak? The infamous Mary Magdalene herself.
A lady in red.
That's enough now, Dwayne. You know my feelings about her.
Pearl knew her Gnostic onions, all right.
Then there's the Ouroboros, of course.
Something special about it?
Well, if I remember rightly, there was an Ouroboros right here in this chapel. Back in the 30s and 40s, the chapel was renovated. The workmen uncovered numerous symbols carved in the rock. Amongst them was a fine Ouroboros.
But that's amazing.
Interesting.
So, where is it?
Oh, it's not there now.
Oh.
It was considered blasphemous, so they plastered over it. Sweetheart, I think it's time for us to go. The road to enlightenment waits for no woman.
'Tis the pilgrim's lot, George.
It was so nice to see you again. And meet your girlfriend.
We're not...
Take this radio, Nico. Never know when you might need it. Keep an eye on our boy George here.
Poor little lost lamb.
I'm not...
Don't worry,
I'm
this
not
little
lost.
lamb's in safe hands. Bon voyage.
Bye-bye,
Bon
dears.
voyage.
See ya.
Nico, don't even start.
Little lamb?
Let's focus on the task in hand, shall we? Okay, this Ouroboros that Pearl mentioned,
You're right. We need to find it.
It's got to be over near the altar somewhere. Come on, let's go and have a look. There's writing on here.
there was a recess in the wall with a Latin word carved above it. Puritas, purity. I'd seen that word before somewhere.
Altar.
A modern plaster altar had been built against the rock.
Plaster altar. Does that mean it's fake? Hammer?
I hoped this was the right thing to do.
Soon find out. Hey, look what I
Nico,
found.
I found the Ouroboros.
So what now?
Pearl was right. The plaster had covered an Ouroboros.
Ouroboros.
I pushed the Ouroboros, but nothing happened.
Okay.
It was a recess in the rock with Puritas carved above it. A statue of the Madonna and Child watched over the chapel.
What have I got I can use? The medallion on the Ouroboros?
The medallion matched the Ouroboros in the wall.
Okay. Alright, so we need something to use. What would be here normally? Because all this construction stuff wouldn't be here normally. What else is around? Candles? Candles would be around usual. Alright, let's pick up a candle. I'll take one of those. Thank you. Candle
That wouldn't
with
work.
the Ouroboros. Okay. Candle with the recess. Okay. Safety matches. Light it up.
What was that noise?
Oh. Have a single match now. Ouroboros. Maybe that's unlocked it.
I knew it.
Hey!
Another secret passageway.
Amazing, George. How did you do it?
Just another case of the old Stobbart magic, I guess, Nico. It looks a little dark in there.
Are you scared, George?
Of course not. Just worried about you tripping, that's all.
One short and very dark climb later.
Whoa, this is one dark cave.
It's the door that worries me, George.
Well, I'm sure the door will open again if we give it a minute. No need to panic.
About a minute later.
Now we panic.
Help!
I gotta say, Nico, you're pretty calm about this.
Traveling with you, George, I've got used to this kind of thing. If I panicked every time a door shut behind us, probably forever, well...
You're right. What was I thinking? You see if you can get the door open, and I'll go check out the dark,
Darkness.
evil-smelling cave. Fumbling around in the dark wasn't going to be fun. But heck, I'd spent a lifetime doing it, so what was new?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we will leave it there as the two of us are caught in a dark cave, maybe for the rest of our lives. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and come back for more exciting adventures in Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse. Thanks for watching, guys, and have fun.